Hey guys, welcome in. Barry is in here. Let's talk turkey. Valerie Reese is in here. Hi, Val. And Todd is standing by. He's ready to go. So thank you guys for coming in. I'm gonna pull Todd up. Anybody? He's ready. Oops, I have to mute this. There we go. All right. So Todd, I'm gonna bring you up and welcome in, man.
Howdy.
How'd your I saw how your Thanksgiving went, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about. Hello, Jeff, and see how everybody that comes in here, if you want to talk. Of course, I saw Valerie's Thanksgiving, and I saw your Thanksgiving, but still, how'd it go? And I know you got kiddos there and having some family time.
Well, I would have to say yesterday, Thanksgiving Day, I had a wonderful, wonderful day. I didn't cook turkey and dressing and all that stuff here at home because we were going to Friendsgiving. As it turns out, a couple of my kids didn't go, but that was okay. Lauren and I had a great time. It was just a wonderful thing to be there. And there's a lot that happened that was not on my video, talking to people and visiting with them, but, that needed to be away with the camera turned off. And then I got to come home and see my Cowboys win again and beat the Chiefs.
There you go.
And,
That worked out for you and me.
yeah, that helps your team because you're in the
Yeah,
same division as Kansas City.
yeah.
And what was a real topper is when you think about it, and I think they mentioned it during the broadcast. Uh, my Cowboys beat last season's two Super Bowl teams, beat both of them in a span of 4 days. That felt pretty good, especially the way the season had started.
Yep, yep. Donnie is in here from Barton's RV. He hopped in. Hello, Donnie. Welcome in. Appreciate you.
So I watched about 75% of your live stream today, Donnie. I didn't see the end of it. I was traveling and I lost connection or something, but did you find an arrowhead? Donnie was looking hard for an arrowhead today.
Was he?
Yeah.
Sean, the
That's
Jedi
brave.
Master. Welcome in, Sean. Appreciate you being here, man. So I'm gonna have to go watch that one. Donnie had asked me a question earlier, and I think in the last live stream, and we didn't get to it about the watermelon seeds, or maybe he sent me a private message. I don't know. Um, but he was asking if we were going to all plant them at the same time and all that sort of thing. And that's not going to work because um,
Seasons are different in different regions.
exactly. So, but I just wanted to send them out. If guys want to grow them, and then when they're ready to go, just let's show them. It's not really a competition or anything. Did you save your seeds, Todd?
Not yet.
That watermelon still in your refrigerator?
Nope. It's in my yard.
Okay.
But I will be harvesting some seeds. That's part of my experiment.
Okay. Hello, Chris.
And I would
Chris
like
from
to
R's
say
World is in. Huh?
I'd like to say my highs. I see Chris and Sean. Hello,
Yep.
Sean. Barry and Valerie. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Donnie. I was telling the sock monkey that, hey, Sean, because of, it's Friday, a lot of people are visiting with family. They have family in, and it's Black Friday. A lot of people go shopping. Hey, Jeff. Cool. Great
And,
folks all. Nice to
and
see all of
Dan
you.
is in. Welcome in. Arlene is in. Hello, Arlene. Thank you.
But it's cool. Y'all came anyway. I guess, maybe everybody's chilling or in tryptamine therapy. Now,
I
we
think
can
I
call
had
this.
a little tryptamine effect yesterday afternoon. I swear. I didn't eat a ton of turkey, and I tried to keep my portions down a little bit. But after we got done eating, of course, I worked. I was up early and did a lot of cooking and stuff. But I was done. I was like the Tom Turkey. I was done, dude.
Hi, Arlene. So I read today that there is tryptamine in turkey, but
Yep.
there are several foods that we eat all the time that has more.
Is
And
there the beer?
if you drink alcohol while you're eating, it makes you sleepier.
Yeah.
And another cause that makes people believe that is because often people are really busy and they work really hard at cooking, and it's like stressful trying to do all this stuff, and then you eat. and that makes you feel, kind of like, like you took a sedative or something. And the third thing was that overeating. If you eat tons of carbs like dressing and mashed potatoes and yams and all that stuff, that is what gives you that feeling too. So
Right.
we have to be fair. It's not the turkey's fault. They
It's
have
not
a hard
fair.
enough day on Thanksgiving without being accused of being trying to get people in is hooked on drugs or something.
Right. So
Drug addict.
Valerie did shopped online today. She got most of her Christmas shopping done. So that's cool.
I
I
was
didn't.
looking at some deals on Amazon stuff, deeply, deeply cut prices, but I didn't buy anything.
I didn't either because uh, I didn't shop today.
If you don't,
I had other things to do. Huh?
if you don't need anything, right?
Yeah.
That's a deal. The joke I used to have with my wife. You say, I saved 40% on this. Like, yeah, but you didn't need it, so we could have saved 100% if you just stayed home,
Right.
right?
Barry hates the blame game. So I was just tired. So hey, man, I had a thought. Did you guys see it? It shot through here and off over there somewhere. Oh, I know what it is. I was gonna get a glass. Go ahead and get a glass from Minnow, or maybe she'll bring me the round glass. I'm going to have a pour today of one of the beers that Jeff brought us, and I had to put my glasses on for this one. This is one. This is an IPA, Todd. It's probably one of those orange
Oh,
ones.
nice label.
Isn't it nice?
It's like a dead sunflower.
It's a chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. How do you say that? Did I say that right? Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, and chrysanthemum. Say it.
Everybody say chrysanthemum 3 times real fast.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Arlene, steady dropping links.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Arlene. And actually, I'm gonna let you talk just a second. I'm gonna take me. Oh, never mind. Here's Minnow. No, no. I want the big one that's in the freezer, please, like that. She brought me the glass because
While
she's
we're waiting on that, just a
awesome.
reminder, since you're experimenting,
Yeah.
tasting a new beer you've never tried before is like experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
After you do that, then talk about your other experiment. And we're going to try to challenge everybody else to pick up the
Yep.
baton,
Yep. We'll do that.
the
She's coming
very,
in
very
here. So
challenge.
one of the things to for next week, I still am looking forward, and I think I had to double check with my guest. The previous was an NFL player for the New York Jets. Let me grab this. Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to that episode of Sox Live.
I am. So uh, he was open to coming in and doing it whenever, except for last Saturday because he was playing golf. The guys. So I still have the envelope that I got from A Surfer that has the Bo Nix card in it. Feels like there might be, I don't know, there's cardboard in there, but I'm fixing to open that up next week on the live, and then I have uh, this New York Jet, which is going to be here. He signed the card for me, and so we're looking for that for next weekend or next Friday. And I see Deb and Mike came in. Got Valerie, Arlene. I'm seeing. No, I'm still keeping up. I have the chat side by side. So we're going to do that. The other thing we're going to talk about, which Todd was leading into, was the uh, spamberry sauce. And so I made some. Barry put out a. No, Bo Nix is not going to be on the program next week. Barry, I wish, but
He knew.
he's got work to do.
He's kind of busy.
He is. He's busy. I can't keep him laid up on a
And
Friday night.
Andy's not a New York Jet.
No, he's not.
And he's not retired.
Yeah,
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, Barry. Good try, though.
yeah. Donnie says he doesn't know an NFL player, but Kathy does, and I actually play golf with this guy. He's a member out where I play golf, and known him for quite a while. He's pretty cool dude. He's an old dude like us, so uh, that's the only hint I'm going to give.
I
So,
met a New York Jet,
huh?
but I'm not friends with him. I just met him and got his autograph.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a pour real quick on this chrysanthemum. Is that it? Did I say it right, Todd? I got to put my glasses on for a second and I need to
I
read
think
about the
it's chrysanthemum.
chrysanthemum. It's from the
Chrysanthemum.
Tilted Barn Brewery. This is one of the ones that Jeff brought us out.
And the famous pizza box.
Yes, he brought those beers out in the pizza box. So that was awesome. What do you have in there, Todd? That you're going to
Michelob
try?
Ultra. It is the ultra.
Yeah.
And you
So
can't beat ultra.
well,
Other than, I guess they could make a stupendous.
so this is not too bad. This is Raise the Barn from the Tilted Barn Brewery at the Chrysanthemum. It's an American IPA. It's a 1 pint, and it's a 6.5%. So there we go.
Deb and Mike are here.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I said hello to Deb and Mike in there. All right, so here we go with the
I
pour.
guess it's Deb that's saying that her dad likes Spam from his Marine days. Deb's dad was a Marine,
Yep,
and she takes a hard pass.
she does. Ooh, what do you think, Todd?
Looks like a hazy beer.
It is a hazy. Thank you, Jeff, for this.
At least I'm learning some of the terms.
It's got a good aroma. I ain't kidding. You might like that, Todd. It's got the hops in it, but it doesn't have the hard end bite on the end. It still lingers a little bit, but not. You might like that. Too bad that's the only one in there. Sorry.
See, you put some lights up, Sock Monkey. It's like easing into Christmas now.
I did. We changed it over. I've got a Merry Christmas sign that I got up there, but you can't. It's pretty bright, so I don't think it resonates very well on the video. But yeah, we're moving over.
The appropriate headwear here on. Yeah,
Thank you, Jeff,
there we go.
and thank you, Sean. Sean's saying hit the like and subscribe. That's cool. I appreciate that. Deb and Mike said her dad liked the Spam from Marine Corps days. I like the Spam too, but not so much from then. I think it's just I just liked it all along. Big Sock over there is wearing my Denver Broncos Santa hat, but today I'll wear it at a different time.
Well, you got me feeling Christmassy.
Yeah, I mean it's
ho.
ho ho ho. So yeah. All right. So where are we at? What do you got? How about started to talk about football a little bit. We'll just do a short football segment. The Broncos are 9-2, I think.
That's correct.
And, what's Dallas now? Dallas is one of the last
6-5-1.
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
6-5-1.
6-5. That's right. They have that tie.
Went from 4-5-1 to 6-5-1 in 4 days, and they're back in the hunt.
Fran is in the house. Hello, Fran. Troy is in the house. Hello, Troy. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in, Franny. Appreciate you. Ann is in here. She's been in here a little bit. I think I said hi to her earlier, but if I missed you, Ann, thank you so much. So, how are you doing in your division then, Todd?
Still a ways to go. I think with Philadelphia losing, I think we're still 2.5 games back, but I think a game and a half out of the last wild card spot. There's still a lot of work to do. We're going to have things go their way, and going to need to win out probably.
So with the Kansas City loss to Dallas, we're four up over Kansas City, and we're 2 up over San Diego. And looking good. We still have to play San Diego again but it'll be at home this time, and I think so. We've lost two games. One was by 3 points on the last play of the game, and one they were both by field goals, and one was by 1 point. And I can't remember. I think San Diego we lost by one, but I can't remember for sure. So,
And you have the Commanders coming up.
we have the Commanders coming up. I feel like that's a game we should win, but I don't want to get, especially with us coming off of a bye. And I don't know that the Commanders they're good. I don't think they're that strong, but they could definitely be a spoiler, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I think they're going to be a little more dangerous. I believe I heard maybe their quarterback is back, Jaden Daniels. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is he healed up enough to play? I think so. Not sure.
So that may not be a bad thing, though. His first game back uh, in Denver. Just my thoughts on it. This is good. You would probably like this, Todd.
Well, take me off the stage and tell Jeff what you think about it for a minute. Give it your evaluation.
Okay, so I could do that. Remove that. I'm gonna mute you there for a minute. So, Jeff, my thoughts on this is that it's got a nice hop to it, but it is and some good lace. It's got a great aroma, but it's not real harsh on the end. I like that a lot. I think they did a. I think you'll like it too, Jeff. If you haven't tried it, I think you will. And it's from a good brewery too. So Donnie's asking if all the Texans are ready for the big college game tonight, and I am. That's gonna be fun. It's like the old in the old days. In the old days, one of the biggest rivalries was Texas A&M and Texas, right? The Longhorns. So, yep. So I would lean more toward A&M. Um, yeah,
Oh,
get
y'all
at it.
right down the road from us, but I've been a Longhorn fan since I was a little kid. Inherited that from my mom and dad, just like I inherited the love of the Cowboys. We don't get to pick what's in our DNA, do we?
I don't think that's DNA. I think that's a learned thing.
You
But I
didn't grow
get
up
it.
in my house.
I totally get it. I know it. So yeah, Jeff, I think you should try that one. And Jeff does say that the brewery is awesome. Calvin, the RVing with the geezers here. Thank you, Cal, for coming in. Like the old SWC says, Southwest Conference. We do too,
Now there's a good old Dallas Cowboy fan right there, Mr. Geezer.
Mr.
He's just
Geezer.
as happy as
Tyler
I am
O.
about beating the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs this week.
And Tyler saying UT at home. Tyler, I must have missed you when you came in. Appreciate you being here, man. Uh, you are just up the street a little ways from what I understand where Brenham Cubs are playing tonight. Third playoff game?
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. So Todd will be right back. So did you have any thoughts, Tyler, going to that game by any chance? So Donnie's going with A&M. Said they have a better chance of getting into the playoffs. They they do, and A&M has done won a couple of games that were just almost sketchy. You wouldn't think they would have won. They did a big comeback. Was it week before last? Um, yeah, there were yeah. So Geezer saying hello to everybody, and Sean's going to go with the Longhorns. I'm going to go with A&M. Todd is going Longhorns. So we got I don't know who's Donnie thinks A&M's going to win, and so there's 2-2. Somebody needs to break the tie. And then two, Jeff, do you have any weather out there yet? I know you guys were getting a little bit. I don't. You know what? Uh, I don't know who they're playing. Calvin Todd will know as soon as he gets gets back in here. Who the Cubs playing tonight, Todd?
Iowa Colony.
Iowa
I
Colony.
think they're
Yeah.
like the number 3 or number 4 ranked team in the state. It's quite a challenge.
They had a pretty good challenge last week.
We
And they
thought so. The team that they played last week had been hammering teams like 60-14 or 52-0 and stuff like that. And Brenham beat them pretty handily. So you just never know. That's why they play the game, right?
yeah. Yeah, and Sean says the Cubs are playing near his apartment.
I'd never heard of Iowa Colony, but
I have. It's a suburb of Houston, I think, isn't it?
they're meeting at a neutral site, and typically that's like halfway or close to halfway between the two. And they're playing in Katy, so that kind of tells you the general area they would be in, somewhere in the Houston metropolitan area or down in the Golden Triangle or somewhere
Sean
down
says
there.
they're from Dallas.
Oh, Dallas.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I have been to the stadium at Katy. It's pretty awesome. They spent a lot of money for that. It's next to the Owen in Sean's in Katy, and my nephew was on played for the Katy Tigers, and so we went to his games several times. The first one when he first started playing, they were still at the old stadium. Um, when he was younger, they played at the other stadium anyway when they were younger. But once he got up, he was a varsity player, and we went to see a couple of his games. It's pretty cool.
It's not football, but it's kind of sports related, and I want to mention it and like give them props. I kind of follow along with somebody that's here, RV Living with the Geezer. That's Calvin, and he lives in Boyd, Texas. And the Boyd girls volleyball team last week, I believe it was last Friday, won the state championship in their division, and that's not an easy thing to do in Texas to win a state championship because that's a lot of rounds of playoffs, a lot of schools. When you're number one in a
Yep.
state this big, that is a huge accomplishment. So
Yeah.
big props to Boyd girls volleyball.
Yep. And Sean said actually they're in Pearland, Alvin area, and that's what I thought they were over
That
there.
makes more sense.
Yeah. And then they're both 11-1. The one loss that Brenham had cost them
The
not the
district
playoffs, but it
championship.
cost them the district. Yes.
And the one loss that the team they're playing had is to the number one team in the state that was state champion last year.
Yeah.
So
So
They're-
going to be
they're
a fun
lost.
night for a fun weekend for this. I mean, starting Thursday for if you're a football fan, it's been great. We had an NFL game today.
Hi, Francis.
Hello, Fran. And so yeah, and then we got games. We got college games tomorrow? Actually, we got A&M tonight. What time do they start? Do you know?
Donnie and Fran are talking fantasy football. So
Yeah,
what's the question? What time does who start?
A&M in Texas.
I think it's like 6:30, maybe something like
Okay.
that.
So did you have a question since Fran's on here? Uh, excuse me, Fran and Donnie are on here. You were talking about the fantasy football that they're in, and you were wondering if Fran was the what do they call it? Not
Commissioner.
the commissioner of that league. So maybe you could ask her that. Or I guess I could. I was talking. We're just curious how they both ended up in the same league, and Todd was interested in maybe starting a league up or becoming part of said league next year, right?
Well, we've had some discussions, Jeff and I, and two or three other people that I've talked to that are interested in starting this YouTube community, a fantasy football league, and that was before I even found out that Donnie and Fran were in a league and play. And I'm sure that came about because they're YouTubers. I'm not sure what other YouTubers are in the league that they play in. Oh, Donnie's out and about, and he thought the game was at 7:30, and he just found out from Tyler that it's at 6:30. Tyler, Texas, just confirmed the game starts at 6:30. So Donnie's like, "Oh, I got to get home." What is it now? It's not. You got more than an hour, Donnie. No hurry. Hook 'em horns. Yeah. See, me and the geezer, Calvin the geezer, we're on board with Cowboys Longhorns. I'm Cowboys Longhorns and Cubs. Oh, Francis, she just threw it out there as far that would you like to join a fantasy league? And Donnie was interested. So I guess that's just somebody friend that started the league. I think it's fun. I'm in two leagues. I'm in first place in one and fourth place in the other, but I'm only one game back of the three teams that have a better record. So I'm hanging in there. I'm in the same fantasy football. Jeff has been in a league since 1998. Well, my fantasy football league that I run has been going since this will be its 22nd year. I started it in '02, 23rd year. This
Yeah.
is the 23rd year for my league. Sock Monkey was in it a couple of years and he dropped out. He was busy. He had a lot of things going on.
Yeah. I may at some point come back in if there's an opening, but that would be fun. One thing I wanted to mention too, just because I space things off, you and I are both like Ricochet Rabbits. I don't know if anybody remembers Ricochet Rabbit, but hey, bing, bing. I wanted to mention earlier when I was talking to Valerie. Valerie's going to have a live stream. She's going to talk. She's going to do. Well, it's not a live stream. I think it is. Yeah, it is a live stream on Monday, right?
Tuesday,
Is it Tuesday or Monday? For
December 2nd, Tuesday.
okay, I don't have it on my calendar. I don't want to tell everybody the wrong date. So, yep. Yes, on the second is Tuesday. You're correct, Todd. I just wanted to look at my calendar and validate that. So,
Yeah,
uh,
you'll need to make a point or once. I think I asked about it yesterday or at some point, and Valerie said she was going to get the link up, I think, that evening or something. So is the link up, Val, where we could do the notification thing? That really helps me because it all
yeah, and it's at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night
Eastern time,
Eastern time. So that's
6 p.m. for us.
6 for us. Uh, I need to double check. Well, so your league's for bragging rights only, Fran's league, and that's great. So,
Oh, my league is $1,000 entry,
oh, it
20,000
is not.
win.
As my older brother used to say, liar. So yeah, so and bragging rights. That's what yours was for too, huh, Todd? Um,
Yes,
or it used to be.
absolutely. It's free to enter, and you don't win nothing, but we just try to have fun and to
Darn.
try to keep it fair. Here's
Yeah.
the thing, and this might be boring to some, so I'll make it quick. But if you join a fantasy league and you're not an active commissioner, like 4 games in, you're 0-4, and you're like, I don't care about that, and you don't set your roster, and you have injured players or players that are on their bye, and you don't bench them and put in active players, you're destroying the integrity of the league. So what I do is if somebody goes like 3 different weeks during the year and they didn't set their lineup and they got 4 inactive players in their starting lineup, they basically gave an opponent a bye, which isn't fair to the other teams that are competing with that team to make the playoffs. That person doesn't come back into my league the next year. You have to be an active player. And that's the whole idea. Sorry, that's the rules.
That's okay. And I tried. I did that. I kept up with it, but there's a lot of times that I had to get a text or an email, or usually a text is like, "Hey, dude, do your lineup," because
Yeah.
I'm kind of slacker when it comes to that. But yeah, so uh,
I'd like to say this. We talked about Valerie's upcoming live stream.
yeah.
I know that Sock's on board. That if anybody else has something coming up, whether that's a video
Oh
or a
yeah,
live stream or an event in their life, anything they want to talk about, you can post a link. And I think if you want to come in as a guest, he would allow you to do that too if you want to.
yeah. If anybody wants to come in as a guest, I can drop the link in there, and
It's actually pretty fun to do.
it is. So let me copy that. I'll just drop it in there, and if anybody wants to come in, um, Let me do it and post a
Yeah,
comment right
Val, you
here.
could come in and promote your live stream there.
Yeah, you
Y'all
could.
could talk. Y'all could talk Marine Corps stuff.
Hey, that's easy to do. Ooh, simplify. So I got it on there. I think I did that. Let me go. Is it on there, Todd? Do you see it? Yeah, there it is. So I got the link up. If anybody wants to come in and chat for a minute, just if you have more than one device, you got to turn your volume down on that.
Just FYI, Sock Monkey, for just so you
Yep.
know, unless I'm not doing something right, as a guest here, I
Mm-hmm.
have the chat up on the left side of on this EB Mux broadcast or whatever you call this live stream,
Yep.
and I can see the comments, but I can't comment. There's no place for me to type in a comment.
There is not. Not not
Okay,
as
so
a, not as
you
a,
knew that already. Okay.
not as a yeah not as a partner in that, or not as a person that's in there, and that is just to keep that's for the protection of the presenter and keep the integrity of that up. Okay.
But if I want to chat something and add it to for the people in the chat to see, I think I have a way.
Yeah, it's just a way you just log in on onto the chat and you can type it over there. I have the same thing. I have you up, but I can post comments as the presenter. Um, it's just whoever you have on stage, so you can just keep control of your live stream, right?
Yeah. So that last comment there is me, by the way.
Well, everybody knows that because it said Todd Saw.
Oh, because you're smart. I thought when I started originally, I was going to have two channels, and one of them was going to be about kind of what I do, a variety of things. And I was only going to do, I was thinking about calling it talking to interesting people about interesting things. And every time I did any kind of interview or found somebody that would talk to me about their passion or, what they like, that type of thing, which I've done some of, that was going to be separated into a different channel. And I changed my mind, obviously.
So Barry, are you answering Barry's question? Barry said there's 87 other Todd Saws. How did you pick 88?
Well, let's see. Let's talk Drew
One
Pearson.
second before you do that, I don't interrupt. But walking, Turtles Walking is in here. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Go ahead, Todd.
Uh, Drew Pearson, Michael Irvin, Des Bryant, and C.D. Lamb. There we go. There's four good reasons. 88, brother. He probably knew that already.
So how did you come up with it? Oh, that was your answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
88 is kind of a famous number for the Dallas Cowboys.
I get it. I get it. So I'm not gonna say anything. So
I
I'm
have.
not, I'm
Okay,
not
so we're talking Dallas Cowboy
I'm not
jersey numbers. Yeah,
I'm,
yeah, yeah. You brought it up.
that's not where I was going. What I was going was with my sock monkey thing, and I'm not going to go any there because uh, I'm not going to do it.
Where I'm going is I'm going to ask you a trivia question for the guests. Who's the first person that can name two famous Dallas Cowboys that wore the jersey number 22? And they are very famous, both of them.
So Barry says 88 spelled backwards is 88.
So is
Uh,
22.
Randy White.
Nope, he's 54.
Okay,
And
I don't
defensive
know.
linemen typically don't wear number 22.
Oh, I thought
Nor do
Randy.
they typically wear 54, but Randy White was drafted and started his career as a linebacker. That's how he
Oh,
became.
okay. He's a linebacker. I thought he was quarterback.
No, that was Danny White.
Danny, that's what I meant. Danny White.
Bob Hayes is one of them. Emmett, yep, Barry got him. Bob Hayes and Emmett Smith. I knew that's the person that would come up with the answers, but I wanted
I
to ask him.
never would have got that. I even got the guys wrong. So Danny White's the quarterback.
He was a quarterback, yeah.
Yes. So I met Danny White actually. Who was your kicker back then? Nah, it wasn't your kicker there.
Raphael Septien.
Yeah, one. Yes, it wasn't Raphael.
Tony Fritsch.
So I met Randy. I can't remember the. I did a lot of drinking that weekend, but
Annie.
we had um, 12 or 14 NFL players come to. Uh, I was on the API, which is American Petroleum Institute uh, board. Not the board. I was a member of not I wasn't on the board, but I was on the committee. And part of that was we brought in some retired football
That
players
was
to
fun.
play in the API and uh, promote the golf tournament and the scholarship program. Randy White was one of those, and I can't remember. We had a big dinner with him, and can't remember any more than that. I had to go back and remind myself who they were, but I just remember him. I remember seeing he had a lot of scars on his legs from the surgeries that he had to have on his knees and stuff. Back
Yeah.
in the day, they were big scars.
Right. They didn't have the arthroscopic surgery. They
Right,
opened their knee up and
right.
laid their kneecap off to the side and rebuilt it. It was pretty crude. Dan
Yeah,
Pastorini's, both of his knees look like hamburger meat.
yeah.
So I have met Randy White and you have met Danny White.
Yes.
Those were both a long time ago, but
Yeah.
recently we met White Thing, an
We
Alabama.
met White Thing.
Yeah.
I would like to, it was odd that White Thing came in and neither one of us recognized. We've done our homework since then. I
He
would
didn't
love for
stay
White Thing
long
to
because
come
he's
in.
elusive. He's
He
very
is.
elusive.
But we didn't know that he lived where he lived in Alabama. And
He's a legend we were not aware of.
right, but we are now, and that's one of the things that we do here is we learn things.
We'll be on the lookout for him from
You
now on.
got to keep your eyes. I'm always keeping my eyes out, and I don't as much now as I used to, but I spend a lot of time in the woods. Not the Alabama woods because I ain't Colorado Rockies. I've done that. 22 spelled backwards is 22. What's White Thing spelled backwards?
I heard he spends a lot of time out on county roads,
He does.
the back roads.
So Donnie had to jump off. Sorry I didn't catch that earlier, Donnie. Have a great evening, bud. Appreciate you coming in. Bob is Bob forwards and backwards. You're absolutely right, Sean.
Oh, we talked about Bob Hayes and Barry missed the palindrome. Barry, you're slipping, dude. You're
He just
slipping.
White Thing adventure, Mary. White Thing will get you. That's right. But from what we saw on the when we did the research, and Todd pulled up a video and stuff, and we looked at it, and there's no recorded incidents in history where White Thing. I mean, you should be afraid of him because he's huge and thing, but there's no recorded things where White Thing got anybody,
A lot of reports, though, of people seeing him and having an encounter.
and he stinks.
He's 8 foot. Yeah, he's about 8 foot tall. He's built a lot like a sloth. He's got long white hair.
Yeah,
He's somewhat Sasquatch-like, but he's exactly the same, only different. And another thing is White Thing and Barry have never been seen in the same room before at the same
they
time.
haven't.
Never been seen at this,
So
that's
what's it?
I find that
So
coincidental.
so we got the White Thing. We got the abominable snowman.
Yeti?
Abominable snowman. We got the Yeti. We got the Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot and Yeti, they're the same, right?
No.
That's right. They're not, are they? The Yeti is the abominable snowman. I
Yeah.
got to quit trying to say
Bigfoot is
words that I can't
Sasquatch.
say. Huh? Yeah.
Bigfoot is cousins with Sasquatch,
Ah,
I guess. And you all, don't forget about the chupacabras down in South Texas.
yeah. They got the chupacabra, but they're nothing. They're not. They're not in the same family as the other ones, right?
I don't want to
So
meet one in the dark, uh, out in the woods when it's dark.
I'll tell you what. Have you ever heard of lion? Well, you haven't been in the high Rocky Mountains in the middle of the night, I don't think, up a canyon. Well, you have been up there when you were younger. You went
Yeah.
elk hunting, right?
You talking about being up there and it's dark and hearing a cougar?
Yes, hear a cougar start squealing. That will make you not sleep. And the first time I heard that was like at church camp up in the mountains when I was a kid. We stayed in these cabins that had plywood sides, 4x8 sides that folded up during the day to let air in and stuff. And you close them, let them down at night. And there was a cougar started screaming up the canyon, and I swear to God, it sounded like somebody was murdering a woman. It was. I
It
was
sounded
9.
like it was 15 feet away, huh?
Yes, and I was 9, and all of us boys in there were 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, whatever. We were shook up. 9, 9, 10.
Nobody was going to sneak out and go run around in the woods that night, huh?
No, and there were some of us had to go to the bathroom. We didn't have a bathroom in there, and so Brother Poe was our chaperone guy, I guess you'd call him, right? Sponsor chaperone, whatever. And so we started timing it. We started calling Brother Poe's name out really loud. We were scared. It scared the crap out of us. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the best way I could describe it. And we would count 1, 2, 3, Brother Poe. Finally, he came, and we couldn't believe he showed up with that lion screaming and stuff. But he was good with it. We thought there's some lady up there getting murdered, and he's like, "No, it's just a lion." So that didn't help out it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that didn't improve y'all's
It did not, because
comfort level.
a lady getting murdered wasn't going to hurt us, but a lion definitely was. So, but it freaked us out. But I've heard him out when I was hunting and sitting in the woods, and you've seen the short videos where people they will hear that lion scream and they're like, hell no, and they're out, and I get that. It's it's a
I've seen
scary.
YouTube videos where people are walking a trail
Uh huh.
and one of them is like stalking them, and they're
Yeah.
backing off and trying to scare it and scream at it and all that stuff. That's
Hmm.
pretty spooky stuff.
It is. That's why you always carry a 9 or something with you when you're doing that.
I saw on the news this morning, as a matter of fact, they're having a big. There's a lot of concern, a lot of people, and this is all over because bears, especially black bears, are getting very comfortable being down in urban areas, and people are thinking of them like they're at the zoo or their pets or something. They're trying to feed them and take selfies with them and stuff like
Mhm.
this. And this is a wild bear that could like mess you up or kill you in a matter of moments. And these people are trying to feed them.
Yeah.
You're getting within 8 or 10 feet of them, offering Cheetos or something. How stupid can you be?
And then when the bear does attack, or the lion does attack, or the buffalo, and gore somebody in Yellowstone, whatever, they eliminate that animal
Yeah, that's the
rather
shame.
than just leaving it out there and putting a sign on it that no.
Not the
There's
animal
sometimes you need
cruelty.
to eliminate the bears or the buffalo or whatever, but uh, yeah, you need to.
Okay, so things pop in my head. A couple of years ago, and there's no way I ever thought I would ever watch this movie. But my daughter and I, Lauren, we wanted to watch a movie together. We sit down there and we're looking through the thing, whether it was Prime Video or Netflix, I don't know. And what we settled on was Cocaine Bear. And I don't know if anybody here ever watched Cocaine Bear. I was very skeptical and like, yeah, well, let's see. That movie was so entertaining and so funny. I loved it. We both loved it. Man, at the time, we said, that's the best movie I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. I highly recommend you watch Cocaine Bear if you want to be entertained.
Akari just came in. Hi, Akari.
Hello, Kari.
So, what's the gist of the cocaine bear?
So it's been so
Not
long ago, I
not a
can't
long
remember
gist.
exactly how it happened, but smugglers really lost a big pack of cocaine, right? And a bear got into it in the woods and consumed a lot of cocaine and went nuts and started doing crazy stuff.
Okay,
And it wanted more cocaine.
I I've heard that. that
That's
once you
what
start doing
happened.
that, and that's kind of the way that happens, from what I understand.
They turned a true event, and I'm sure it was nothing. There's no way it was anything like the movie, but that was the impetus or the inspiration for making this movie, and it was cool.
Cool. I may have to end up watching that at some point. I don't watch too many.
Troy liked it, and Anne
I'm gonna have to watch it.
and Fran,
If Fran endorses it, I'm gonna have to watch it. If
yeah,
she
I
says it's
loved it.
hilarious, is it hilarious or
It
hilarious?
is
Either one.
hilarious.
If it's funny,
Get
I'm
it? Cocaine Bear is hilarious.
yeah, we got so yeah. So I'm gonna have to watch that. Let me put that on my list.
Oh, Akari is Jeff. You have been challenged by Akari. She says, "When are you going to put up a short with spam and cranberry sauce?"
Yep.
Here you go, Jeff. You.
When are you gonna do it, Todd?
So I do. I kind of have a question for Barry Barry, and I want to make sure he's okay with it, sort of taking on another life. And maybe I was wrong. And Sock says the way he interpreted it was a recipe, coming up with a way to have cranberry sauce with spam and doing that. And that's fine. That's cool. I like it. But I thought you just wanted people to try it like you eat it. And either way is fine with me. So after Sock's video, well, I think that was my comment. The gears and pulleys and stuff up here are grinding now about what am I going to do to make some variation of spam and cranberry sauce. So, what do you want us to do, Barry? A
So
taste test, or come up with a recipe, or both?
I'm going to I'm
Jeff
going to
has
do another
given
one.
up. He quit.
I
He
made some
quit already.
comments in my other one that I'm gonna change my cinnamon out with what did I say?
Troy, is that out?
So Kay and Roe are in. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming in. Turtles Walking was asking, so are you guys old friends who live close by? Talking about Todd and Sock. Yeah, we do. We are. We live
Yeah.
close. We live not too far from each other. We live, what, a mile and just over a mile? And we worked together for a lot of years. And yes, we are good friends for quite a while.
So we just found out that Troy at Adventure America has done the cranberry and spam thing, but it has not been published yet, and that Jeff is not he's not going to be doing that challenge. That's not happening. So there's your answer, Akari. And the other thing I would like to say is K and Row. I still have your playlist running, and everybody they're approaching. I think in the high 800s, but they're not too far away from 1,000 subs. So if you're not connected to K and Row Hiking Happens,
Yep.
now's your chance, and you will enjoy it.
Yep. And they've got some awesome stuff. Um, I need to get in and watch some more of their stuff. I appreciate you guys being in here. So, and anybody that goes for anybody else in here too. If you're not connected with them, which most everybody in here is, but if you're not, hop over there and check their stuff out. Um,
It,
and knowing everybody gets behind, right? It's like I've had a busy
yeah.
last 4 days, man. So I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and look at stuff. I'm trying to catch up, and I know I say that every time I'm on here. I'm trying to catch back up, but I really am. And so,
I
yeah.
think everybody. It's no different for other people, dude.
No, it's not.
And
And the more friends you make, and you get these cool channels like Kay and Ro come in, and Valerie, all these people that we watch all the time. That the people that are in here, watching Fran doing her dashing and stuff, Troy fishing, whatever it is, Donnie doing his thing. It's just you only got so much time, and I do a lot of other things, and I know you do too, and everybody else does as well. So I think they understand it. I appreciate every one of you taking the time to come in here,
go
and
check. We have a guest.
oh, we do.
You can shrink me and bring in the guest if you
All
would.
right, I'm gonna let me just add that
Yeah,
guest in.
so elusive, but we have a sighting.
The white thing is in. No way.
Probably according to legend, coming from the Alabama region. Not
That those are
necessarily, but that's the word.
that's Alabama. That's foliage, right?
That might be chrysanthemums.
Is it a chrysanthemum?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Where is Kevin at Hiking with Jackie Boy when you need him?
I don't know. If he was here, he would be able to tell us that.
He's like
What
one of
is
those.
that
It's a plant.
white thing? You make my heart sing, as Jeff said.
It's flora.
that is that is.
White thing. Do you have a comment? Oh,
White
we didn't
thing.
even get a grr this
You
time.
only get
He's elusive.
a
But
glimpse.
now you have joined the list of people that have had an encounter with a white thing. There are few. So cool.
So now I'm freaking a little bit because
I like it, Calvin.
I got to look out the window.
You make my heart sing. Oh, Kane Rare, they're going to a Christmas light show.
Oh, nice. Are you
We
going to
have an
make a video
incredible
of that?
near us.
Huh?
Santa's Wonderland over near College Station. Sometime between now and Christmas, I'm going to go over there and make a video and just enjoy it. It's unbelievable.
I used to do that back in the day. I'm trying to sell my controllers now, so it's just too much work.
So back to the subject. Val says she's at least 10 days behind because she was in Peru. Here's
Yeah,
the conclusion I've come to, the way I see it these days. Sometimes when you're doing things and you're out and about and do something, like when I went on the trip and we went up, I went to the races and then went to the lake fishing and did
yeah.
all that stuff. You can't catch up.
You can't.
You just re-engage, and maybe you missed a couple of your friends' videos. They're not going to hate you for it. I don't feel guilty about that. And if they miss some of mine because they have things going on in their lives, cool. I get it. So if it becomes work and a burden, don't do it.
Uh huh.
Watch videos and make videos because it's fun and you enjoy it. No other reason.
So
Kevin,
uh,
hiking with Jackie Boy, is meeting up with Tangible Trails in Fredericksburg. Oh, I see. Oh,
oh,
that's
and I saw Jeff's thing. Kevin went to Fredericksburg, but I didn't pay attention to it. I'm sorry, Jeff.
that was a response to why he's
Yeah.
not here, or
Right.
maybe not here. He's
Yep.
doing things. It kind of ties together with what we were talking about.
Yep. So and I responded to a bunch of comments today on and some of them were videos that I made before Thanksgiving. It's just that when I was making the video of the stuffing as an example, I hadn't answered any of those, but it's like I was busy that day and then Thanksgiving and but everybody understands that. But I appreciate everybody taking the time to look at it and leave me a comment, and that's just what we do here. I caught up on some of Val's stuff today, and we should do the same things and trade out, and that's awesome. We just support each other the best we can.
So the weather here, I will say, is finally we got some cooler weather at night lately. I still have a pepper plants producing jalapeno peppers, bell peppers. I got the garlic that Sockmonk gave me. It's doing fine in the garden. I got a tomato plant. It's not making tomatoes, but it's beautiful, healthy plant. And we haven't had a frost here yet, and it is almost December.
It is almost December. We're going to have cooler weather the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Um, so I will probably make a video tomorrow. I'm going to go out. I need to finish. I need to roll. I got some plastic over the tomatoes right now, um, but I did that mainly because we were going to have we had the supposed to have some heavier rain last week than what we actually got, and I didn't want it to beat them down. And so I had the end open, both the ends open. So, but I'm gonna have to close that up, put a heat light in there. So I'll make a video of that. I got tomatoes to pick tomorrow. I'm still lucky though. It's November 28th, and we're still picking fresh tomatoes. As a matter of fact, Minnow. Could you bring me one of those nice big tomatoes? I'll just show that off that I picked the other day. And
We have an answer. Stever has joined us.
uh-huh.
Hi, Stever. I haven't come across you before. I'm glad you're here. But he says that's a magnolia that Barry was showing. That white thing was
What
showing
thing
us.
was showing? Thank you, Steve.
Magnolia trees that have the big, huge white flowers on them when they bloom. He recognized the leaves, I guess.
And
Barry.
Troy, I totally get that. You can't sit and make comments on everything. I run videos a lot of times on the other monitor. I know Todd does, and I'll get some playlists back going again. Um, but yeah, it's a lot. 70 degrees in Phoenix. Deb and Mike are back in Phoenix now.
This is so cool. Okay, so Barry asked, "What is snow?" When somebody talked about, I guess someone talked about they have snow already, have had snow already. And Jeff at Calvin the Boston Terrierist replied, "Barry, it's a different kind of white thing." That's perfect. Awesome. 70 degrees in Phoenix. That's from Trekking with Deb and Mike. I thought that might have been from Francis, but I guess Deb and Mike are around Phoenix. And I bet that they and Francis are enjoying that because I know from what seems like fairly recently, but I guess it was back in the summer, uh, we would be talking about how hot it was. Oh, it was 99 here. And Francis would say, it's 119 here. She was out dashing, and it was nearly 120 degrees where she was.
I know it's all relative, right? So here's a couple.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That is a garden grown, ripe, red tomato. You know that tastes better than anything you will ever buy at any grocery store.
Aren't those nice? Yeah. So I have a few more coming in of those, and I want to protect those the best that I can. So
You
I'm looking.
know, my friend,
Yeah,
I got a hamburger buns today and some
yeah.
hamburger meat because I'm planning on making hamburgers
Would you like this one?
weekend. Yeah, I sure would like to have a fresh garden grown tomato.
I will. I will
It's just
get.
what I'm
You need
thinking.
to come over and pick up your dressing and your red pudding anyway.
Absolutely. Done
So
deal.
we'll just add this to the cache. All right.
I
So
did bring you some jalapenos recently, so we'll call that an even trade.
we're good. You give me stuff all the time, and I part of growing the garden is gardening is sharing with my friends. So
Stever wants to know who was the quarterback when Tom Landry was coach. Well, that would be quite a few quarterbacks right
it would
there.
be.
Started out with Eddie LeBaron, and then Don Meredith, and just the famous ones would probably be Don Meredith, Roger Staubach, and Danny White. But there were some others, including Craig Morton, who
I
wound
had
up
Craig
being.
Morton on my team for a while, but yeah,
And we kept Roger Staubach and traded Craig Morton to Denver, and those two wound up being the opposing quarterbacks in a Super Bowl, which is pretty interesting NFL history. And they were both great quarterbacks. I talked about this recently in a live stream that at one point they were both so good. Landry experimented with having one of them come to the sideline and tell him what play he wanted him to run while the other one was running a play. And then, like, Staubach would run over to the sideline, and Craig Morton would run out, and he would run the play that Landry just told him face to face what to do. And they were going in and out. I think they also experienced that didn't work out. I think he also did it by series. Like Morton would play one series, and then Staubach one series, and that didn't work out. And it was an experiment that failed, and a lesson for around the league that a team needs to have a quarterback, a leader type quarterback, and you can't. That's why a lot of teams they'll have a quarterback who's the starter, but a very good backup. And if the backup is so good that he's controversial and you have fans screaming, start him, bench this guy that's starting, and that's not good for a team. And they try to avoid that. Often they will trade one of them because the locker room sometimes will be split. Some of them are for the current starter, and some of them, man, we want this guy, and the entire team, especially the offensive players, they need to be on board and behind the guy that's going to start for your team. Akari, yes, my Cowboys did win. Even if you don't watch football, you've probably heard of the Super Bowl because of the halftime shows, right? So the two teams that played in the Super Bowl last season, which you would think it was supposedly the two best teams, my Cowboys have beaten both of them this week, one Sunday and one Thursday. So I'm really happy about that.
My little
Oh,
2 cents
Stever
about.
is Steve. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Stever is Steve, as in Valerie's Steve.
Yeah.
All right. I never saw the R on the end before. Thank you, Valerie. Steve. So Steve is the one that knew that was a magnolia that
Yeah.
Wild Thing was showing us.
Yep.
White Thing, not Wild Thing.
Yeah, Wild Thing.
Magnolia and the flower is a white thing as well. Maybe that's why he, that's interesting. White Thing.
One of the things I want to say about Craig Morton is he was an awesome quarterback. And I think if they'd made the trade different, I don't know because of what the rest of the team was. It was a good Bronco team, but I think if Craig had been on the other side, had been with Dallas, I think they still would have won that game. Just my thoughts. Is it kind of dark in here to you?
Well, that was the Orange Crush days, right?
It was the Orange Crush days, but it wasn't the Orange offense days.
Defenses were the Orange Crush and Doomsday.
Dallas was Doomsday? Oh, yeah, okay.
That was the original Doomsday defense. Bob Lilly and Jethro Pugh and
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Pugh.
Oh, Pugh. I'm going to try something.
I don't think Jethro Tull ever played for the Cowboys. He might have played at halftime.
It'd be better than what we're going to have for the thank you, Troy. It's going to be better than what we have for halftime this year on the Super Bowl, I'm thinking.
Yeah, be careful with that. But I don't even know who is it. It's
I don't know either.
Boo. I don't. I saw
don't know
it.
Who it is. And the only reason I'm saying is because it's just not my kind of music.
Yeah,
I'm not a hip hopper. Sorry.
I haven't been into the halftime shows in quite a
Turtle
few
Flock
years.
said it's not too dark, and they like the Christmas lights, and I appreciate that. So that's what I wanted to make sure I had enough light up here. Part of the reason I thought it was dark is I had my cursor over my my pop up over here, and if I do that, it makes it look darker. So, all right. You see the big sock got his Christmas lights flashing on him. Minnow let me borrow her snowman.
I have a question for you, Sock Monkey.
What do you got?
And this is risky. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I guess I'll have to check that on YouTube because I'll tell you the truth. I try to be open-minded, and I will go listen to something or watch it.
Right. It's Bad Bunny. That's right.
And I will check it out and see. But I don't. The chances of me liking it are small. But we'll see. But I'm back to my question for Sock Monkey.
And it's not just Bad Bunny. I haven't watched the halftime shows, I think, since ZZ Top. So I do something else. Go ahead. What's your question?
Have you ever fried a turkey?
I have not, but I've been with my brother-in-law when he did. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think if you don't over fry them, they're good.
Well, like the temperature probes that we have that have the cord that runs down to it, and you put the probe I would think you would put that up into the thigh or deep into the breast. If you were, could that, can those probes be dropped in
No, not the
oil
ones
like
we
this?
have with the cables because the grease will burn the. It's just the flex cables are just. Uh,
The flex cables can go up into your oven at 450 degrees.
yeah, but they can't go into it. The oven heat. The heat doesn't permeate them so much as what the hot grease would permeate them and burn
Well, I'm
them.
going to look into that. And I've had the thought about doing a live stream, whether it's me or you or whatever. I don't know if you have a thing big enough, but for like a Christmas turkey.
I don't think I have. I mean, but they're not. I got a burner and the propane bottles that are full, Chris.
So all we would
And
need is a big enough pot.
yeah, but it's you got to be very careful with that. And there's some few guidelines that you use because it's easy to start a fire and overdo things. So first, you take your turkey and put it on the hanger, right? And you put water in your pot and you dip your turkey in it so the displacement will run out. And then you take out extra water where you're still covering the turkey, but you know the depth. And then you take your turkey out and you mark that on your pot so you know how much oil to put in
Yeah,
because you
because you
don't
need
want
to
it to
cover
over.
the turkey, but not spill it over hot grease.
Right. And then you have to go in super slow. You have to make sure your turkey is very dried out. But yeah.
I don't know. Something to think about. No promises. We'll see.
And then Jeff is talking that he likes oven roasted turkey, which I did. I had a great turkey. Our turkey came out really nice. I'll share some pictures of that. Um,
Have you ever cooked a turkey on your Kamado Joe?
I have.
Smoked it? How did it turn out?
It turned out really good.
Moist white meat. That's the key to me.
It did, but I stuffed it full of apples and oranges in the cavity, and so that helps to have some moisture steaming through it. Plus, I had a drip pan underneath. But um, man, I had a thought. And what did you see a
Troy
recipe?
says never fry a frozen or wet turkey.
No, never. It's got to be. They got to be thawed, fully thawed. They had to be dry and a neat turkey. That's okay.
He don't
Um,
like it either.
huh?
He don't like fried turkey.
Who
Troy,
don't?
Troy says, I'm looking back in the chat, just
Oh,
trying to
okay. I
see if
was saying,
anybody had questions. And
huh?
first he said, I don't care for fried turkey. And then he said later on he says he liked it baked, but then later on he said never fry a wet or frozen turkey.
Yeah, Jeff, I'll take apples and oranges and cut them in half, and put them in the turkey in the cavity. I don't for roasting so much. If I'm going to smoke one, I do because it has a tendency to dry out more. So I'll put half a bunch of apples and oranges, whatever I can stuff in the cavity. Plus, I make sure that we didn't brine ours this year, and it turned out really good. But it really helps to brine them at least 24 hours if you can.
So I'm doubling back quite a bit and changing the subject, which I'm prone to doing. But
Mhm.
I really like these people, Deb and Mike. So they had mentioned that they're
A
in the
little bit.
Phoenix area when we talked about temperature, and they said they're heading to Mexico. So think about this. Not very long ago, they were in Canada, hiking up in mountains and
Yes.
seeing beautiful places and forests in Canada, and they're on the way to Mexico.
And they're going to do some things different this year when they go to Mexico. Their important
Ole.
papers and stuff are not going to be in the trailer. They're going to be in a safe deposit box or somewhere else that's safe. And I'm sure they're going to pick a different spot to leave their trailer because last year they came home and it was gone. You remember that?
Oh, I remember when it got stolen, but I didn't know Mexico was involved.
Well, they were in Mexico. When they came back from Mexico, their trailer was not there anymore. So
Yep, and the YouTube video of that went. I don't know if you call it viral, but it got a lot of views and a lot of hours, a lot of watch time and stuff. But I bet
so
they would rather have just kept their RV and not needed to make that video.
Sure, but I kind of fell in love with their channel before that. I just happenstance across it. I don't know, through either your channel or somebody else's channel that we're watching, and they were posting their dailies or semi dailies, mostly a lot of videos from their trip down in Mexico, and that was very cool. And then when like this summer, there I didn't spend a lot. I haven't spent a lot of time in the northwest, but once they started getting back, like when they were headed back down toward Colorado and stuff, and like. Um, that's my old stomping ground. So it's pretty cool.
They were showing places you had been, and that is nice to see videos of people walking around. Like when I've seen videos of people at Garner Park,
Yeah,
all the time that I spent there, I really enjoy those.
it was very cool when they were showing the up on the Continental Divide Trail when they went to Cuba, and then they went up on the pass and went to the Continental Divide Trail. I have actually stood where they were and seen that view that they were showing on their video, which was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
yeah, so been there, done that, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. The colors were awesome. Thank you guys for the great videos. Keep doing it.
absolutely.
Yep.
So Troy's talking about he learned these things about turkeys from safe work, from work, and I'm assuming workplace safety meetings. And he said, for some reason, my workplace wants me to be safe. Well, trust me, Troy, the Sock Monkey and I know all about that, about safety meetings and companies like that. And it's a great thing
It
that
is.
we have intensive safety training. We've been through it so many times, and it's helpful. When I was a kid or when I first went to work for a company like that, I don't need any goggles. That's for sissies and all that stuff, all this safety gear and all that. And then you get that training and you learn and you see these examples of people and now they're blind. If only they had been wearing a pair of safety glasses, they would still have their eyesight and a million things like that.
Yeah, and
You get convinced, you get it.
guys in our line of work where we used to work in the field and had blowing gas and wells and stuff, which is extremely loud. And when I first started, we didn't have earplugs, hearing protection. We used to do this,
Yeah.
to
Yep.
to block. I don't know how many decibels that is. That doesn't work very good.
And
But
for
you do
some
that.
reason, all the older guys there that made fun of anybody that wore hearing protection,
Uh-huh.
they couldn't hardly hear nothing.
What?
They couldn't hear nothing.
What? I know. PPE is a wonderful thing. Sometimes, and it's hard to understand. Sometimes it's like we've when I don't want to mention the company, but when I was in the Four Corners working in, if we were on a certain company's property, because I was working for the pipeline company, not the producer, we would go and calibrate our flow meters, which the flow meters were out in the middle of the country. There's nothing around. Well, there's stuff on the wellhead and stuff, but there's nothing around the meter house. In if you know New Mexico BLM, it's just wide. It's just wide open stuff. So there's nothing there, but we had to wear hard hats if we were on that company's facility. We had to wear hard hats, and it made no sense. So it was a hard thing to do, but you did it.
It was the rules.
It was the rules, but I
But
drove a
there
rig
are
up
several.
truck for a while and went underneath the. I don't know if you guys, the airlines that hook up for the trailer, they got the glad hands on them where you hook them to the truck. And I went underneath there one morning and hit my head on the trailer, the I beam, and from that point on, I started wearing a hard hat on my own for obvious reasons. I don't tear this up.
So if anybody that's listening has no idea what he just talked about, first of all, Four Corners why is it called Four Corners?
It's because the corner of New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and Arizona all come together in a perfect corner. There, you can.
They have a little park there where you can stand on one foot and be in four states, correct?
Yes, and calling it a park is like stretch it a little bit, but they have a building there with a little gift house, and they have a they have a big plaque thing on there where you can put a foot in this state, a foot in that state, lean over, put a hand in that state, and a hand in that state. And if you're a kid, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And BLM that he talked about is the Bureau of Land Management. And
Thanks,
they're the
Todd.
ones that
It is.
manage all of this property,
Yeah,
huge, tens of thousands of acres, hundreds of
yeah,
thousands of acres
yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
So, but it's pretty cool.
So
But we,
I want to segue into something before we move off of that subject.
all right.
When he's talking about a meter, when a well, a gas well that's been drilled and it's producing gas, you have to know how much gas it makes so that payment can be made to the company that owns the well, right?
Yep.
And they have a house around them. And when we say house, we're talking about a little shed
It's a little metal building, but
protect
usually,
that meter that measures the thing
yep.
and to keep the wind out and the snow and hopefully some of the cold and all that. So, Sock Monkey, you had something happen to one of your meter houses one time and you realized who had done it and they were nearby. What was can you tell us about that? You had to have a shovel and you returned something to them.
Oh yeah, I could, but I don't. So,
It was a
and there
long
was a
time ago and it's
misunderstanding
funny.
there.
Come on.
Okay, so yeah,
You
so
can you can PG it up.
okay, so where I lived in New Mexico in the wintertime, and it would get cold, really cold, and so in these meter houses that Todd's talking about, we had these little heaters. They were what do they call those, Todd? They were you didn't know about them down here so much. They were uh,
They
the,
use a chemical reaction to create some heat.
no,
So,
they used natural gas and they burned,
okay.
which is a weird thing because you got natural gas and you got actually a heating element inside the building, and it's like if you looked at the front, I'll think of it in a minute. If you look at the front of it, it looks like a cotton front with a screen on it, and you actually light it, you turn the gas on and light it. Anyway, it keeps the meter houses warm. So your orifice plate, because you have a pipeline, and then you have a paddle that goes in there that has a specific size hole in it that's beveled on one side, and you determine that by gas flow, and that's how you measure gas flow is the flow through that orifice meter, that orifice port. So you got to keep that from freezing, right? So we had these uh, heaters in there, so it made the meter house a very nice, warm place to be. Not kerosene, no. Um, so I came up the mountain one day. I had my run was in the mountain. I came up, and when I got to the top of the hill, it was hunting season, and I saw this hunting camp. There was a camp with a tent in the camping area, a nice place, and I could see the truck. It was starting to snow. It had been snowing before, and it started snowing again. And I could see the tire truck. The truck came out of that campground and went up the road. And when I went up to my first location, the truck had pulled in there and was up on the edge, and these guys were looking over the edge of the mountain with binoculars and
Hunters.
hunters. Yeah, they were hunting. And as soon as I pulled up on location, they left. They hopped in their truck and left and went on up the road. And I got out. I had to do a measurement test. You calibrate the meters. So you basically make sure there's a process you go through to make sure the meter is working properly and document that. And I opened the meter house, and it wasn't pleasant. Um, Someone had used that for a restroom facility.
They pooped in it.
They pooped in it, and
They
the
pooped in
tracks
your meter house.
the tracks led from the pickup to the meter house and back to the pickup. So
Pretty solid evidence.
it was pretty solid evidence. So I wasn't happy. That's my work environment, and you come in there and you do that. So
And that
I
meter house is probably what, like 6 feet by 8 feet, something like this. It's a little bitty. It's like a closet.
yeah, they're yeah. It's not
Somebody
very
somebody pooped in your closet.
Yeah, they did. So I had a shovel in the back, so I took a good big scoop of sand in the primary offender and just set it in the back of the pickup, and I drove back, followed the tire tracks back to the campsite. And you're right, Steve. I don't know if I put it in the right
Returned
sleeping
it
bag
to
or not, but I peeled back a sleeping bag and I put the shovel full in there and
returned it to its rightful owner.
stepped on it to make sure it was in the properly blended, and I left and went back down the mountain. So I wish I had had a GoPro at that time. They didn't make them. Yeah, I had a lot of wishes.
I'm going to say probably you were smiling the rest of that day.
I was smiling for several days. I came back the next day and the camp was gone. Huh,
Yeah, a trail cam would have been great if you could have hit it.
it
You
would have.
know,
Yeah, yeah, and I'm with you, Troy. It was yeah, and I would not even have been offended if they had done that and used the warmth of them, um, and then removed it.
right?
But they didn't.
Yeah.
Um,
The
but they got it
moral of
back.
the story is don't mess with sock monkeys.
They got it back and they removed it from the mountain. So
Don't
because
poop
I didn't
in
see the sleeping bag anywhere.
don't poop in Marines' closets.
Yeah, so don't do it. So yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. But that was a fun story. Um, a lot of things. I got a lot of oil field stories, and they're not all shareable. So I'm with you, Troy.
No other volunteers to join as a guest. Come
I wish
on.
somebody would join as a guest
White Thing is the only
just for
brave
a few
soul.
minutes. There's the link. Val, if you want to jump in, Steve, uh, I don't know, Jeff, anybody,
About
Troy,
the adventure.
Troy,
Jeff,
jump in
Annie,
there.
it's Friday.
It is
No,
Friday.
I think Fran's out dashing based on something she said earlier. She says
Yeah, and I
LOES
need
says
to.
73 on my dash.
Okay, I need to
Oh,
pull
I
her
think
up.
she means the dash of her car, not. All right, sorry.
I need to pull. If she is dashing, pull her up on the other computer.
I don't think she's live streaming.
Yeah. So really looking forward to next week. I'm hoping that. Oh, I almost said his name. I'm hoping I will touch base. I will post my thumbnail tomorrow, the next day, if that's a go. Um, if
Can't wait.
not,
I think that'll be fun.
I think it
Because
will.
from what you've told me, he's not only a former NFL football player, he played for the Jets, but he's also a really nice guy.
Oh, look, we got Steve. Steve came in. I'm going to add Steve in, then we'll come back to that.
All right, you can shrink me down.
Hey, no, I have to. Hey, Steve, I can't hear you. How come I can't hear you?
No audio, Steve.
No audio, Steve. I can hear you talking, but I can't hear you.
If you don't have him muted, sock monkey.
I don't have him muted. Keep trying, Steve. We can't hear you.
Troy, I would love to join you, but I have been drinking tonight.
That's okay. We're drinking too.
I've been
So
drinking since we
Steve is
started.
talking,
I
but
had the
we
first
can't
beer
hear
right
you,
as we
Steve. I don't
started.
know why. Everybody say hello to Steve. Brave enough to come in here because he is a Marine. So you know what? Let me. Oh, you know what? Hold on, Steve. Let me unmute that again.
Supposed to be muted by EV Mux on my little
Well,
icon.
I just did for a second, but then I tried to mute it and then unremove. Hold on just a second, Steve. I'll remove you, put you back on, and I cannot unmute that for whatever reason. Let me go here
Phone
and
has a little red line through it.
okay,
I don't think it's
there we
on.
go. So it's unmuted now. Try it again, Steve.
Still shows a red line through it for me.
I don't know why that is. Steve, do me a solid. Jump out and come back in and do that.
He's saying okay.
Yeah, okay. So Steve popped in, and then he's going to come. He's going to jump off, and maybe I got to boot him here. Kick speaker. There we go. Yes. So I just kicked you, Steve. Or it's not moving anything though. And still can't hear you, Steve. That is, I don't know why that is. Do you see anything? Well, see, it's showing muted on there. Now it's unmuted.
It's popping on and off. The red line is popping on and off. It's
Yeah.
off right now. He's not muted.
You're not muted right now, Steve, but I
So it's
can't
on
hear you.
Steve's end. Now EV Mux does not have him muted.
Barry's trying to read lips. How's that working for you, Barry? Can't hear you, Steve. I don't know why.
It didn't work. I think Steve's probably on a phone.
He's pointing. I think he's blaming it on Val. No, he's. I can read lips enough to say he said no. So maybe he's got to go in the other room to get audio or to get
The
the
thing
microphone.
shows down here on the bottom on my little icon. His microphone doesn't have the red line through it anymore.
No, it doesn't. It should have audio on your computer that you can turn on, but that oh, okay.
Is it
There's
a
Val. Hi,
computer?
Val.
Is it a
There's
computer or
Valerie
a
over
phone,
there.
Steve?
Welcome back. I hope she's feeling better. I wish we could hear you, Steve.
Oh, so
What?
Wild Thing. Barry believes that when Wild Thing come in, he was muted too because he believes he may have given us a growl and we couldn't hear that either.
Well, I wonder why that is.
It has something to do with the process of people joining.
Because I have them, they're unmuted and the volume is all the way up. And I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Thanks for
So
trying, Steve.
we appreciate you guys so much.
It's
We
a
love you
valiant
guys.
effort.
And appreciate you being here. I hope Val's feeling better. Yeah, because I know she had a big trip. She had a lot of elevation changes. She was around a lot of different people. She just had it takes its toll when you're our age. You know, it's like uh, Steve had to jump off there, but it is like it's hard on you. It's hard on me going out and playing golf for 3 days.
Someone else has joined. Jeff.
There's Jeff. So there's
You
Jeff.
may be experimenting to see if we have audio.
I can
Yeah,
hear him.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Let me mute the TV. Give me a second.
All
Sock,
right.
Steve is still on the view.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kick him off there for just right now. Hopefully he'll come back in. But see, he's still showing. There we go. So hopefully Jeff can come back or Steve can come back in. I hear you, Jeff.
Cool.
Uh, I don't.
Can you
I don't
can you
know.
remove Steve from the stage? There you go.
I'm trying to. I can actually see the chat too. Let me see.
You have audio, Jeff.
So Turtles Walking can hear Jeff. I can hear Jeff. I wish we could have heard Steve too.
Me too.
Hello, crew.
Hello.
So
Next stop ahead.
hey, Rick, welcome in. You want to pop in? We got a link there if you want to pop in and say hello. Rick, you could do that. I'm going to drop it in there and paste it in there one more time.
Rick with Next Stop Ahead.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about in just a minute. He just camped for about a week near us. I think he was at a couple of the RV parks or the campgrounds around Lake Somerville, which is not very far, 15, 20 minutes down the road from me in the Sock Monkey.
Yeah.
And I had planned or hoped, Rick and I talked about getting together and meeting and having some Mexican food at one of the local restaurants here, and that didn't work out. But we're planning on doing it the next time, and I think you had a good visit. And Rick, I looked back at your channel and I saw you made YouTube videos 14 years ago, like 3 or 4 videos,
Hey, Cal.
and then only recently started making videos again. So he makes really cool videos. And I think the last time I looked, he was just under 200 subs. So,
That's nice.
go check him out. Give him a sub. Rick and Martha are really nice people. I think her name is Martha, if I don't have it wrong. He's got a couple of cool dogs.
There's
There you
Calvin.
go. We'll try to promote our friends that come in.
And
We
you're
all
doing a good
connect.
job. And I was kind of looking forward to maybe meeting with Rick, but it was so busy couple 3 days, you know. So Calvin, are you in? Are you digging it tonight, brother? Hi, Calvin.
Calvin, he's
Cal,
on a. I think Calvin's still in his turkey coma.
is he? I'll tell you what. I just think I came out of it a few hours ago because I was lagging, to say the least.
Look at that tongue go. There's
Yeah.
a. Yeah, I think you just pulled the trigger over there. You found that spot, Jeff.
Yeah.
So,
Calvin, you have a licking problem.
He resents that.
but he's not a pot licker because he can't reach it. It's not like a big dog.
He's a good boy.
Absolutely.
So Rick said thanks for that. Rick gave me a really nice comment on my green chili stuffing uh, video. He's gonna give that a try because he's kind of like me. He's a guy that likes a good likes a good stuffing with stuff. So he's gonna
He
give that a
does a lot of
try.
cooking too, and some very creative cooking.
Yes.
Kind of art, like great things that you can cook in an RV, like camping cooking.
Yep.
That's not just something that you heat up and actually really good food.
Yep.
I got a question for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I was watching some videos today, and I came across a video. So on YouTube Shorts, like on the long form video, you can see, is that 30 minutes ago, or was that posted a year ago? It tells you. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see where it tells you that on Shorts, but you had this video of Calvin, and you're talking about going golfing with Newman and spending the day. I'm going to be away. Is that new?
No.
That was pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
you're
that
asking
was.
Calvin if he can handle it and if he's gonna hold down the fort like that, and his reactions. That was awesome.
Yeah, I want to say I think I did it this past summer. It was. It's not like super old, but it's not. It was during the summer for sure.
So Next Stop made a comment there. Said thanks for all the accolades. Had a great time. Even went geocaching. Thanks, Todd.
Can't wait to see that on a bit. Hope you made a video about your first geocache
Yeah,
adventure, Rick.
and I would say too when you decide to do that stuff, and go ahead and make a video of that and see and rate it and see how it comes out for you.
So you mentioned about Cal and turkey, Jeff. Did you share some turkey with Cal?
I gave him just a little bit. I mixed it in with like his food.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I shredded it up really good. So I probably I don't know. He might have got like an ounce, 2 ounces of turkey, maybe just a little bit, and I shredded that up and mixed it with this kibble. But he enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the meal that we had for Friendsgiving here in Brenham. The food was just fantastic.
It looked great. Like everything looked awesome. Like well done and a lot of variety. And it's really cool that she does that for the community, though.
Yeah, out of her own pocket too. I made a donation, helped, and I know that other people did to help her out, a show of appreciation.
Yeah. Cool. So, Stock, you done trying beers for tonight? Just that one?
I'm just going to try that one for tonight because I find that unless I'm going with kind of a couple in a row, like at a brewery or something like that, one's good. Um, and then I'll just go back to the
Have you had that one, Jeff?
have my daily. No,
I don't.
he hadn't had that one, but I think you're going to like it, Jeff. It's not real. It's not real hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's got a great aroma to it, and the
Well,
hops
you
are.
were like the test subject, Sock Monkey.
Huh?
You were like the test subject.
Well,
I've had plenty of the beers from that brewery. I just
Yes.
never had that particular one.
Yeah, I think you would like it. I think it's something you should try, and I think even if I had another one, I think I would save it because I think Todd would even maybe like it. Not that it wouldn't be his go-to daily, but it's one that I think he would drink one of.
Turtles Walking is asking, what have you both been drinking tonight? Well,
Beer.
Yeah, cold beer. My go-to. I'm pretty plain and simple. I like Michelob Ultra. That's the beer that I drink on the evenings that I drink beer.
And I like Shiner if I'm not having a craft beer. And I don't have craft beers a lot because we don't have a lot available right in the area we're at. But Jeff brought us a good batch here a few weeks ago when we met up. Thank you very much, Jeff. And
Yep, you got it.
been enjoying those. I need to finish those off. I don't want to let them get too. I don't want them to age too much, so they keep all of their freshness and stuff. But yes.
That beer that Sock Monkey showed you is called Shiner Bock. If you're not from Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and the Switchback Texan is here.
Yep. Hello, Switchback. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Switchback. How you doing?
Thank you for hopping in here.
So to continue the thought, Shiner Bock is made by the Spetzel Brewing Company in Shiner, Texas,
Yep.
about an hour and a half from us, and it's a pretty big deal in Texas. It's not a small time, craft brewing company, at least not anymore. A lot of German influence, been around for many, many, many years, and it's very popular not only in Texas but in this region. And you can take a tour there. I plan on doing that, but they allow absolutely no videoing while you're in the brewery. And like, bummer.
That's a bummer.
Would have been a great opportunity.
But that's not uncommon. You can't take videos in a lot of manufacturing facilities. Just
They don't want to give away their secrets.
Yeah, no
well,
trade
they don't want to give
secrets,
away the
right?
secrets, and you don't want to have any regulatory infractions noted on. It's like we used to
Yeah,
not take pictures of people on a wellhead location or a pipeline or whatever, just because somebody might be out of compliance with one of the DOT regulations or safety regs or whatever. So we just didn't do that. We always took our pictures when we were doing things without people in the background, unless they were fully aware that we were going to be taking that picture.
So Troy
we have
said he was trying to. Sorry, Troy was trying to join from his phone. That's what I'm on, Troy. I'm on my phone. You should be able to. When you click on the link, it'll ask if you want to open up in your default browser. You should pick that. That's how I did it.
Mine makes me copy a link and put it in Safari. It likes Safari. It doesn't like Google Chrome.
Yeah, well, Safari I think is my default browser. I think that's
Yeah.
what I have.
My default is Chrome, and it won't let me do it. It makes me copy the link and open Safari and paste it into Safari, and then I can come in and everything works.
Gotcha.
Keep trying, Troy. I'd like you to come in, bud.
We have a creamery, Bluebell Ice Cream in Brenham.
Yep.
And you can take a tour and you can go all over. You can video all you want to, except they have an observation deck, certain hours of the day, where you can look down where they're actually making ice cream, where the magic is made, right? And you cannot video from there.
Nope. And there's process concerns there in like I said, employee observations. What just happened here?
Ann says they sell that beer at Walmart.
Oh, we got white.
Don't know what beer you mean.
You make my heart sing.
Look at it.
You make everything.
Wild Thing. No, wait. This is White Thing.
This is White Thing,
not Wild Thing. He
I know,
he is
but
wild.
White
but
Thing
he's
still
White
makes
Thing.
my heart sing.
I wonder if he's fixing to howl at that moon. That is that a moon or a street light?
Oh,
he's gone.
I think he was testing to see if he had audio, and he did not.
I never even looked to see if he did.
Two sightings of White Thing in one Sock Monkey live stream.
2 sightings. That is extraordinary. It could be scary if you're scared of those kind of things, and it's a little scary. Just really is.
Where did Sock left? Sock has left the building.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Something tells me he's gonna put on some kind of outfit or mask or something on.
So I'm guessing, Jeff, with the kind of business that you're in, that it's banking basically, right? It's a credit
Yeah.
union.
Yep.
So you're going to be like on extended days off. You don't work on the weekend anyway. You've had Thanksgiving holidays. Uh, Anything planned for this weekend? You going to live stream? You and Calvin going to go out on adventures? Anything in the works?
Well, our weather has been well. Today was really cold. I kind of didn't do a heck of a lot today. I slept late actually. I was really tired just from the last couple of days. We'll see what if maybe
Me
we'll do
too.
something tomorrow. I have nothing planned at the moment, but if the weather's tolerable, maybe we will go try to find a geocache. We may be getting some snow on Tuesday night into Wednesday. It's not certain yet based on the track, but all right now there's high confidence that the track will result in some kind of snow event here. So we'll see how much we get.
I don't know that it's interesting for this live stream, but I'll tell you something that I learned about geography. I was looking around up there where you live on like Google Maps or whatever,
Hmm.
and I just had pictured in my mind before that you were like below, like say you were south of New York City. And I found out you are not.
No,
You're
I'm
north and east, and you're not that far from Maine.
yeah. So the southern tip of Maine is about 2 hours from me, like a little over 2 hours. Like I can be in Portland in about 2.5 hours.
So is it
Um,
possible that you can go to a restaurant or to one of those places that I've read about and seen and sit down and you can eat a lobster that was out in the ocean that earlier that day or the day before?
oh yeah, I mean that's how it is in Rhode Island too. Like a lot of we don't we get lobsters. Obviously, Maine lobsters are a little better because the water's colder up there, but um, Rhode Island lobsters are pretty damn tasty too. And so most of the time when you go to a restaurant, that lobster was caught that day and you're eating it.
That's incredible. I would love that so much. You take that for granted, and I wouldn't take that for granted.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't. I mean it's awesome. Yeah, but most of the seafood that you eat here at good restaurants. I mean, look, you can still buy it frozen here. I mean, believe it or not. But but most people, when they eat out at a seafood restaurant here, unless it's like a type of seafood that's not local to this area, then maybe it got shipped frozen, like or at least on ice packs. But for the most part, stuff is fresh. We take seafood very seriously up here. Um, it's kind of a big deal.
So Todd, and Troy is still saying he's trying to join, but only works on a desktop. And then, can you kind of walk him through? I know Jeff is on his phone, and how do you need to do it when you join on the phone?
You send me a link. Oh,
Right,
on the phone. Well, I talked about that.
but he has the link.
Whatever
Yeah, when I
device
clicked on the
he's on the
link,
phone, he has the link. You click on it, and it tells you, and you just click on that link, and you go through the process of opening it up, and they'll come to a point, and it tells you copy link. It gives you a different link, or to open Safari and paste the link into Safari. If you don't have Safari on your phone, I don't think you can get in.
well, yeah,
You have
but
to use Safari.
Safari is generally the default browser though on an app on an iPhone.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not on mine because I changed it. I'm
No,
telling
but
you
it,
that
when it
$80
comes, it
on
comes. It's
Safari.
just most people don't change it.
yeah, I mean, but even if you change it, Todd, you still technically have Safari installed on your phone though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes, I didn't delete the app, the Safari app.
Yeah.
right. So try it again, Troy, and hopefully we can get you can get on going in here. But go ahead and try it one more time, if you would. Like to have you join. So I I was gone for a minute, and another old guy moment. Um, I thought I left my remote in the other room, And so I was in there doing a search, and Minnow was helping me look, and it was on the table right there. So it's because I wanted to swap it over to the A&M Texas game, just so I could give you guys updates as that came along for a second. Again, Jeff, you see Todd's tomato?
Yeah.
This is ready. This is ready for consumption, Todd. So that'd be perfect on a burger tomorrow.
I have the game up on my other monitor, but I just put it on, and
they're just getting ready to kick off, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
So
they're fired up, though. Should be quite a battle.
Calvin, how you doing, buddy? Are you doing good? Look at the ears perk up. Hi, man. How are you doing? I heard you got some turkey, bud. Was it good stuff? Was it? Right on. You been having a good day, buddy? Huh? Calvin.
Calvin, Sock's talking to you.
Cal. Were you having a good day, bud?
I'm hearing some looping now. Are you?
Yeah, I am when you hold it there. I don't know why. Yeah.
That's.
So I just lost Jeff. Oh, look. Add to the scene. Look who's here.
Jeff, look.
Switchback. Do you have all your volumes turned off other than your one device?
Switchback. Do you have all your volumes turned off other than your one?
We got Switchback in here. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Corey?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. Perfect. No,
Yeah.
no looping or anything now. Awesome.
Yeah. Can
How are
y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. Perfect. No,
Yeah.
no looping or anything now.
No,
Awesome.
yeah.
Looping.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. Perfect. No,
Yeah.
no looping or anything now.
No,
Awesome.
yeah.
Looping.
Can y'all hear me?
I do have looping for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
No, yeah. Can y'all hear me?
I do have looping for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
Do you think Todd's microphone is doing something?
So let me. I've got Todd muted. So let me mute Switchback just a second. Okay. So it's something with Corey's because I think. Can you hear me all right, Jeff?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And Corey. So let me turn Switchback back on. And now it won't let me.
Barry's asking if this was the Twilight
Now
Zone.
it won't let me. Okay. So for whatever reason, Corey, you don't have two audio devices on, do you? Like your phone and your computer? For whatever reason, Corey, you don't have two audio devices on, do you? Like your phone and your computer? Corey, you don't have two audio devices on, do you? Like your phone and your computer? Corey, you don't have two audio devices on, do you? Like your phone and your computer? Corey, you don't have two audio. Wow, that's still a whoa. So Corey came on and he was looping a little bit, but I was hoping he turned his got his second device turned off. He was looping a little bit, but I was hoping he turned his got his second device turned off. He was looping a little bit. So we've had this before, Corey, and I do not know why it happens.
Okay.
So we've had this before, Corey, and I do not know why it happens.
I'll get off.
So we've had this before, Corey, and I do not know why it happens.
I'll get off.
Go off and try to come back in and make sure that if you only have one device with the audio with volume turned up. Try to come back in and make sure that if you. That's a bummer. That let me add Todd back in. Where you at, Todd? Let me remove him from scene. You're traveling through, Barry says you're traveling through another dimension, not only in sight and sound, but mind. A journey unto wonders lands whose boundaries that have no imagination. The signpost is ahead. I can't see the rest of it. I think
Your
it's
next stop,
Twilight
the
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Well, that's cool that Barry popped in. Let me get Todd back up here to add you back in. Barry popped in for a minute, Todd, and then we just had some that audio looping thing again, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and it was not just one, not like an echo loop. It repeated multiple times, 4 or 5
Yeah,
times, same
yeah.
thing. And
And
it seems like there's some audio issue every time we do this with this whole guest thing.
it's not you're yeah. The thing is there's not with some. So if there, just so everybody knows, if there is any,
I,
as an
I don't
example,
think
if you have
Switchback
your
had
phone,
anything but one phone.
if you can't do anything but one phone and one laptop.
I think he had one phone.
But he was using his laptop, I think, and because I saw his phone up in front of it. But and he was making sure it was turned off. But I have a laptop over here with my live going on it. Actually, I don't have it up on that anymore because I was using that for a search. I have it up here on the other screen, but I have it muted. Um, so if there's any chance you have it on two devices anywhere, we're gonna loop. And but I don't. That's not the only loop thing.
Switchback says he's on a MacBook, one device, just his MacBook.
Um,
The
so
software is supposed to have a thing where it recognizes that the volume, what you're hearing, is from that live stream and not feed it back through your mic. But apparently, it does not always work.
well, it doesn't work if there's. But I don't know. I don't understand why I don't have a MacBook. You're on a. You got your MacBook, right, Jeff?
I do, but I'm using my phone right now. My MacBook is
Right, but when you
close.
were in your MacBook before, when we were doing the live the other night, there was no lipping when you were on your when you were doing your live, when you did your pizza thing, you had the MacBook going, you had your phone going, and I was helping manage the switching back from one scene to the other, and
Right.
we had no feedback there, so I don't know how that happens for sure. On some devices, maybe, but you were using a Mac, so I wouldn't blame it on the Mac, right?
Troy says I only do YouTube videos for my phone. Love you guys. Love you too, Troy.
Love you a lot, Troy. You're an awesome dude. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that I got in this community, man. It's just like awesome, and I was able to meet. We've been able to meet how many now? One, Kevin, Donnie, Troy, of course, got Todd, myself, and Jeff,
Chris.
Chris. So 8 or 9 people so far out of this group, and it's really cool. Yes, switchback. Do try one more time. Uh, you are the culprit, but we don't know why. So we'd totally like to figure that out because
It's not his fault or
no,
his
it's not.
device's fault. It's
It's
something
not.
about the feedback through the
Yeah,
software
yeah.
not
So
knocking it out, or
I'm
his
going to
device's
add.
fault. It's
It's
something
not.
about the feedback through the
Yeah,
software
yeah.
not
So
knocking it out, or
I'm
his
going to
device's
add.
fault. It's
It's
something
not.
about the feedback.
I don't know why that was happening because he came back in again. So we just need to research that some more. You know, I have a resource I might be able to go to as far as that is concerned. Um, Calvin, are you making noises?
Calvin's getting treats on your live stream.
So I need to. I will touch base with uh, another YouTuber that is on my list,
You can
uh,
take me off.
and they do that all the time. Okay, and um, did you want to go off for some specific reason?
Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm done. I'm just gonna watch from now here on out.
Well, why don't you just so we can talk into that point instead of just saying I'm gone. So I guess we're probably done. So um, sounds good. We've been talking for a long time. So switchbacks of the matchbook. Um, try one more time. Yeah, it ain't live until Cal gets treats. All right. Why don't we cut it off then? I guess I appreciate everybody coming in. Uh, what now we're getting more racket. I don't know why that is.
You got it, Vaga. Yep, it's not a live stream unless Cal gets treats. It sounds good on my end.
Yeah, it does now. But appreciate it. Oh, we got a couple privates here. I didn't see those. Take me off. Sorry, Todd, those didn't come through. Appreciate y'all joining. I appreciate Jeff. I appreciate Corey. I appreciate Troy for trying to get in. Todd, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Steve. Everybody for trying to come in. The ones that tried to come in. That was awesome.
We
Get
got
the
White
bugs
Thing
worked
too.
out.
Don't forget White Thing.
White Thing came in and it was gone, man. I'm just intrigued by that. It's crazy. So I don't know what I just clicked on. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. Oh, there we go. All right. So thanks for coming in. Jeff, thanks. Todd, thanks.
Got it, man.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. White Thing, Corey, everybody. Appreciate you. We'll probably be back next Friday. Well, we'll be back next Friday night, hopefully with this guy, a New York Jet. And we're going to open. I got a letter here from a surfer card and stuff. I'm going to open that. That will be next week. I'm going to open that for sure, even if for some reason our guest can't make it. But I can, unless something comes up. I don't know why he wouldn't. So looking forward to that. Calvin, see you later,
Calvin.
buddy.
He's like, I'm playing ball now.
Thanks,
Leave me
Todd.
alone.
So
All right, guys.
I'm gonna
Take
cut it
care.
off. We've been on here almost 2 hours. Thank you guys so much. See you later.
Take care.
Bye bye.